Shannon Sharpe asked Davante Adams, like, who are the top five wide receivers in the NFL? But he also said this during this conversation. No one picked it up, but this should be huge news. Take a listen.
Because it's too many dudes, man. It's not like when I came in the league, you had the same top 3 guys was like the ones that get talked about. And now it's such a passing game, and these dudes is taking whatever they taking before they start getting tested, and they stay in their system forever, and they just turn into superheroes early on. Where you got, you know.
Did he just accuse all the wide receivers in the NFL of taking steroids?
He's accused quite a bit of them.
But how? Does he mean like older players are hanging on because they were on PEDs, or is it the new guys coming in are hopped up on the good stuff before they were tested and now they're doing PEDs? Don't work that way. You have to cycle them and use them and maintain them. You don't just like, I take Deca in college and it's going to stay with me for 20 years.
I don't think any of these guys are taking Deca. These guys aren't like freaking meatheads, but you know.
I'm using an example. HGH. TRT, whatever.
There's I'm sure there's things out there that we have no clue. And I think you and I have a good finger on the pulse of what's out there. And I mean, there's might be some stuff out there that we have no clue.
Because it's too many dudes, man. It's not like when I came in the league, you had the same top 3 guys was like the ones that get talked about. And now it's such a passing game, and these dudes is taking whatever they taking before they start getting tested, and they stay in their system forever, and they just turn into superheroes early on. Where you got, you know.
So this is the thing: is look, if you're going to accuse someone or people of steroids, just say it, right? He's just like he's talking about something, goes on this tangent.
You can't do that.
Well, why not? They do it in MMA all the time.
Come down on them, dude.
Then don't say anything, right?
No,
it's like
no, I think you're making too much of this. I understand what you're saying, but I also understand what he's saying. He's saying what he can.
I want this to be an excuse, but I don't want my fingerprints on this excuse.
What excuse? He's still one of the highest producing receivers out there with the freaking.
Then why is he complaining?
And freaking slack jaws he had out there for throwing him the ball last year.
Then why is he complaining about no name, like not giving names of wide receivers who took steroids in college and now they're going to forever have an advantage? You know what I'm saying? It's like
forever
10%.
Have an advantage. You're taking the words literal, and he's not saying it literally.
In their system,
he means forever, as in for however long the stuff they're taking stays in their system.
Okay, 6 weeks is the actual answer to that question, but he's making it sound like, well, they did in college. So now they're you know,
and that's why he said early on. That's why he said early in the season, these guys are playing off their ass, and then however long it lasts.
Davante, just take steroids. Just do it.
They should all be able to take steroids.
Yeah, dude.
It's not like fighting, you know. It's
NFL drug testing is a joke. They said, so you know, I come from like the UFC world. We had the strictest drug testing in all of pro sports, no question about it. UFC during the USADA era. Now they've switched who does their drug testing in 2024, but for a decade before that, the UFC had the strictest drug testing in all of pro sports, harder than NFL, MLB, basketball, fucking chess, whatever. Like the strictest. USADA. They would come to your house randomly, 6 a.m, piss in this cup. I need your blood work. I'm gonna watch you pee. Like, if you're not here, I'm going to go to wherever you're at. And you're going to, like, leave your daughter's birthday party or whatever the hell. And, like, do this. You had, like, an app that would track your whereabouts. So they're like, oh, I'm on vacation in Miami. They'll go to Miami because they have your whereabouts. Like, the strictest in all of sports, right? You compare, and guys still beat the system. Guys still cheated it all the time. The NFL, where it's like, this is when we're going to test you. This is how we're going to test you. This is what we're going to test you for. In an era before USADA, they called it the IQ test because you'd only get popped in the UFC by the athletic commissions, and they only tested you right before you fought and right after. You knew when, how, what they were testing for. And guys still popped because they were idiots, right? In the NFL, if you're as smart as Davante Adams, you 1,000,000% to get juiced up on whatever you want and beat the system.
Oh yeah,
take it.
Just do it. Just let them do it. NFL.
Just be faster. Just be stronger. Score some touchdowns for us, baby. I love steroids on my team.
Let them do it.
Just do it. Hey, you made it to the end of our video. Great job. I know you want more. Go ahead and click the next video. And if you're feeling crazy, go ahead and subscribe.